Go again, yo everyone, the Starlight Let's Player is here, and welcome to part 5 of the Pretty event for Puyo Quest. We've completed the Max Heart side, and now we're gonna start off with the Yes 5 GoGo side. This was the side that was actually released like a few years before this entire Pretty 20th anniversary event began. So yeah, and as you can see, we see Popo meeting up with Nozomi for the first time. This event, unlike the last event, well, unlike Max Heart, which has like 4 chapters each with like 3 missions apiece, as this one, however, GoGo only has 5 chapters with only 2 missions apiece. So I'm just showing off like the first chapter here. As for the next part, which was chapter 6, part 6, I'll show off chapters 2 and 3 of the GoGo side. So just to balance it out. And it's actually good timing to talk about this because Pretty Cure 5 GoGo is pretty much making a return, just like Maho Girls. So both of these seasons are returning, except we'll be seeing them in their adult forms. We'll be seeing them as adults this time, which was something really came out left field. But I do look forward to see how they've developed well as adults. Because, GoGo didn't really do much with their characters. They're just there for an extra season. And I said before, on one hand, I don't think this is a season that could have existed since they've already gotten enough character development. But on the other hand, I am glad it exists because without GoGo, I wouldn't be able to see Milky Rose. Because, back then, back when I was like still in my teenage years, I didn't really like Milky Rose that much. But as time grew on, I actually started to like her more, both her as a human. But the prequel to GoGo, when she was Milk, I can really relate to everybody who dislikes Milk a lot when Pretty Good 5 was airing, when Pretty Good 5 was a thing. Because think about it, Milk pretty much had a lot. She was really mean towards Nozomi. There was even one episode. Well, there was one episode where she pretty much told Nozomi that she was a failure as a Pretty Cure, because pretty much she questioned what Nozomi's actual dream. And then there was another issue in one episode where Milk was pretty much fucking around with Nozomi, and both of them were having a bit of a scuffle, and it ended up with them accidentally knocking down a bead statue that the other 4 were making. Karen, Komachi, Urara, and Rin, all 4 of them were making a bead statue, but that ended up getting destroyed, and that pretty much caused a huge rift between the entire group. They were arguing towards each other, despite Milk being the main person to cause this whole thing. And I'm sure this was something that Nozomi did not wanted. Not just that, but my God, Milk did not apologize once, from what I remember. She hasn't apologized for that whole situation. She tried to play the whole victim card, despite being the one that caused the whole thing. Which, I can understand why people dislike her for that. I can understand it 100%. Nobody likes Milk in Pretty Good 5. But I'm glad as time went on, she started to become, a bit more mellowed out. And I do like the connection she has with Karen. I do think that was pretty sweet. And again, I do think that she's definitely developed really well in GoGo. Not just with her being as a fairy, but also when she became a human. Even though she does still has a back and forth with Nozomi at times, but it's not that serious. So it's something that I don't have to worry about. I'm sure many others don't have to worry about as well. Plus, I like her. I like her outfit in ES5 GoGo. I think it's the best one in the show, because I don't really enjoy GoGo's outfits that much. You know, I prefer the original style. I think because it's a bit more frillier, much more cuter. I just prefer that style over the GoGo style. That's just how I feel, you know. You know, maybe you might think differently. In this, that's 100% fine. Different strokes for different folks. But I'm just not really that big of a fan for the original. Well, I'm not that big of a fan for the GoGo style of outfits for the team. I do think the original is superior, but that's just my opinion. So I am curious as to how it will turn out as they become adults. I'm curious as to how that will actually happen, and if possible, if it actually does well, that along with Maho Girls, if both of them does extremely well, I'm curious as to see if they will actually I'm curious as to see. Okay, that is okay. That is adorable. That is an adorable boss. Oh my god. Oh, Purple Neko. Easily one of the cutest bosses I've ever had to face off in. But yeah, as I was saying, if both Yes 5 along with Maho Girls, if both of these like specials as them becoming adults, if both of them actually does well, I'm curious if will they actually ever make a season with just nothing but adult cures? Will they ever do that? I kind of hope they do. You know, at least to switch it up a bit, because I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like at this point, like the people at Toei are running out of ideas for Pretty Cure. Because think about it, Healing Good, that's just they were just trying to recreate Splash Star, in my opinion. At least Tropical Rouge felt something like more. It felt pretty much. It felt like it was something new, but Delicious Party, it felt like a less inferior version of Cure Cure. But that's just how I feel. Anyway, folks, that's gonna be it for this part. I hope you enjoyed. Stick around for part 6 as we complete chapters 2 and 3 of the GoGo side for this particular event. But until then, this is the Starlight Let's Player signing out. As always, Goku Genyo, and have a star-tastic day, everyone.
I knew I would fulfill my dream, yeah. They knew I started from the bottom, now I made it, yeah. The possibilities are endless, yeah, I say, yeah. I got the rules and I got everything I need, yeah. And now I'm chilling with a pretty gentle lady, yeah. She got a kinda gentle personality, yeah. She got them curvy hips and a booty for booty.